let's talk for a few minutes about how to send us a good referral. How to identify opportunities and what a good referral would sound like. I think when it's appropriate to talk to your customers about life and disability insurance. You've got a relationship with them, you know the deal. So we would suggest, when you're sitting down to write up a new loan, on a farm visit, reviewing total debt and current insurance amount, that would kind of spill into a policy review. Life changes, marriage, divorce, having a baby, renewing a line of credit. We talked about estate planning and transition planning. There's all these different opportunities for you to talk about life and disability insurance. And again, I think when it's appropriate, but we just want to encourage you just ask. And we'll talk about some door opening questions here in a minute. But aren't those some good opportunities to talk about life insurance?
They really are. And of course, when I chat with someone, as I know you do too, Doug, we question members and, kind of get a feel for their life situation. And if we think there's, some opportunity to tune in on, we certainly will do that.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You can help us with that.
You bet.
In the comment section.
So some of the best referrals that we've gotten over the years are these situations.
Yes.
Let's talk about what a good referral would sound like or look like. We think a great way to start the conversation is, when's the last time you reviewed your life insurance? I love that question. It's just a great open-ended question. A lot of times people have not reviewed their life insurance in the last 5 or 10 or 15 years. And that's okay. That's
and
why
sometimes they don't have any to review. So that's also good to know.
That's true. We have a lot of members that don't have any life insurance, which is a little surprising, but it does happen. Would you like your loan paid off if something happens to you? Of course, most people want that peace of mind. Does it make good risk management sense to get life insurance pricing to cover unprotected debt and replace your income? Of course it does. That's a good thing too. And then with respect to disability coverage, if you got hurt or sick and you couldn't work, would you like your loan payment covered? We'll talk about this in a minute, but disability coverage, if you don't have employee benefits, you're pretty much on your own. Most of our full-time farmers don't have any disability coverage, and we need to ask them about that and just have a conversation with them about that type of coverage. So those are some great door-opening questions.
I might add too, Doug, as far as the question that mentions replacing income, that is just not often something that the members think of. They'll think of debt protection, and that seems to make sense. But at certain ages, if you have a family and if you are the major breadwinner and your operation is what's providing everything for the family, even if you have enough coverage to take care of your debt and some bit extra to help the family continue to move on by replacing some of the income, really makes sense. People typically haven't thought about it. Virtually everyone I speak with and mention that, their response is, oh yes.
Yeah, true.
It does make sense. So think about that.
Yeah, for sure. So once you brought up the topic of life insurance and maybe you've asked a question or two, I think what a good referral might sound like is, that's great. I'll have Doug Van Wyk at LifeExpress or Trish Lawson give you a call. They're a specialist and they'll compare all the companies to find you the best value for your dollars. When's a convenient time for them to give you a call? I think you keep it pretty low key, pretty casual. One thing that Trish and I have committed over the years is we're not going to pester people. We're not going to bug them. We're not going to badger them. We simply just call them and give them the information and they can make good decisions from there.
Yeah.
But I think the best referrals that we get are the ones where you give us a good 30-second endorsement. You don't have to be a life insurance expert. That's our job. But if you can give us a great, solid 30-second endorsement, that makes all the difference in the world.
It does.
The best referrals that we've seen.
And just so you know, when we do contact a member, we'll use your name and say that, the branch has asked us to give you a call regarding an interest you might have in some life insurance information. And one other helpful thing for us, if you think of it, we are calling from a 651 area code here in St. Paul, Minnesota, where Agribank is located. And so if you think of it, mention that to the member. However, Doug and I are very committed. If we contact someone or call them, and we always leave a voicemail and let them know the approximate time and date we're calling, so they can look back and see that it was a 651 area code if we're reaching them on a cell.
For sure.
So that's a little bit of information that's quite helpful to us.
For sure.